It's morning.
Yes. And what a lovely morning. Good morning.
Good morning. We've talked the whole night through.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Morning Roast. And I'm, of course, Sugar Chris. And with me today is, as always, Mr. Sim. On time today, mainly because I'm horribly late. And today we have with us a new guest, Mr. KJ Murphey.
Hello. Morning.
I'm always worried when I have a new guest on that I'm saying their name wrong. I'm always
You know what?
I'm like, oh, man, I hope I'm saying this right.
No, it's not your fault.
You can't mess up.
It's not your. Yeah, it's not your fault. It's your West Virginia accent. It's okay.
Yeah. I'll just blame it on being a mountaineer. There we go. And for everybody, I am drinking root beer. Root beer, everybody. I'm not starting early. Oh my! How was
when I saw you drinking that?
Yeah, it's just root beer. I got him as a celebration.
What are you celebrating?
My vacation.
Oh. Okay.
You got a week or 2 weeks off?
A week. Yeah, my next vacation week is probably going to be in December.
There you go.
How was y'all's Halloween?
Good. Yeah, I actually went trick or treating with the kids. It's nice.
Oh, nice.
We didn't do that last year because of COVID. Was really a bigger thing.
Yeah. My niece went. She went out trick or treating with the family and stuff. My mom went and she sat out on the porch and gave out candy to kids and everything.
It's very Twilight Zone where we live. Like we have one of the only kids in the neighborhood, so like everyone's so excited to see the one trick or treater. So she was getting so much candy. She had this huge thing of candy. We went around one block and everyone's like, take more. They kept giving her.
We got a kid.
Yeah.
Just hauled a giant sack home.
They even went online and talked about the one kid that came to their neighborhood that dressed up. And, she was dressed up as Sally.
The only kid that doesn't have to go house to house. The house has come to her.
Right. That's it. They should have all just formed a line and came to our house. That would have been way easier.
Outside.
Yeah, if I'd have thought about it, I'd have gave Mom some Alterna comics. There, I would have went over to her side over on her house there and gave her my Alterna comics. I had those kid friendly ones and let her give them out with the candy. I didn't even think about it. Who's we got in the chat? Amanda B had reached out earlier and said KJ Murphey is in Valhalla of the Celestials fame, and I responded to her, no, this is a new fella from Kickstarter. Like dude, have you heard of that fella, Sam? The Ballad of the Celestials or something book.
Ballad of the Celestials, nope.
I hadn't heard of it either, but I'll reach out to Amanda B. Dunkel Ziffer. He says hello everyone, and of course up the irons. That's a first. Dunkel Ziffer came in first and not Soul.
I know.
Yeah.
What did you do to Soul?
I don't know.
What did Soul do to you, Dunkel Ziffer?
Usually Soul beats me here.
I don't know. I think Soul played Valhalla too late yesterday.
Maybe. Could be. Oh, there he is. Speaking of which. Hey, Soul. So we're the KJ Murphy that we have with us is here to talk about. Let me bring it up here. Road to Valhalla.
Yes. Viking.
Yeah, this is on Kickstarter.
Yep, we got 48 hours. Less than 48 hours.
Yeah. We're in the final stretch.
Oh yeah.
Already funded. Good.
Yeah, and you're already funded. That's a solid one.
This is our second go around. We did we did our first book last fall, and did a Kickstarter, and we've fulfilled that, which was great. So we're back to do it again.
Is number 1 available with on the campaign too?
Number 1's on the campaign.
Oh, good. Always glad
Yep.
to see the catch-up tier there. You know.
And
Yeah,
I like.
Oh, there
I
it
like
is.
anything that has to do with Norse mythology and Vikings, so I'm interested already.
Yeah, I think that we were kind of inspired by that Viking book that came out years ago. Oh, geez, John's gonna kill me. It was
Then you
kind of
forgot.
like no, there was a couple inspirations. The Viking TV series was one of them, obviously. That kind of the popularity of that show kind of drove us to get into it.
The thing that stood out to me was the style, this art here.
Yeah,
I thought
that's
it
me.
was quite interesting.
Thank you.
I
Yeah,
thought
it's kind of a pictorial style. It's kind of a washy style. It's mostly it's like a watercolor pencil with some ink highlights in there, and then of course it helps if you have an amazing colorist kind of add to it, and kind of instead of just covering your lines, kind of find a way to keep the lines there and add some atmosphere and depth. So it's kind of what we were going for. We had some snafus with book 2. Book 1 was done by a different colorist, great colorist, Leo DiPazio. Unfortunately, he couldn't do book 2. He had other commitments, but we got a really amazing guy, Sean Lee, who's colored some stuff for us, and he was able to help us out this time. So we're hoping to get him back for the 3rd book. So.
Okay. Let's see here. What are they saying? Oh, Johnny Cage is with us. He says it's easy to beat Chris Evans. That is true. That is true, Johnny. It is pretty easy to beat me, the host, to his own show.
Yeah, and he blames the co-host for all of it.
How long have you guys been at this? For a while.
Yeah, it's been a nice little while. What, over a year?
Yeah, there's a reason we sound like an old couple.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been doing that for like a year and a half now, I think.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Good for you.
Yeah.
As you notice, there's a reason why the show's called Roast. We like to roast each other.
Okay, got to do it.
And the chat. Yeah.
Yeah. How many pages is this?
Second issue is I think 26 pages.
Okay, 26.
First
And how
issue
many?
was like, first issue was like 28. So I think combined we've got like 50 some odd pages of art right now.
Okay.
And who's the artist?
I drew it all. Yeah. It's my art.
Cool. And
Yeah,
the colors is
colors are Sean Lee. He's out of he's not out of Thailand. Where is he? He's in Asia, not Philippines. I think he's out there. Yeah, he's in Asia. Somewhere out there in Asia. Yeah. Great guy, actually. Really wonderful.
somewhere in the west.
Somewhere
In the east. Somewhere in the east.
Forgot.
Dude, tell your dates to wait. You're alive.
Yeah, dates. Okay, sure. You know me. I've just got them lining up. Oh. So what's like the pitch?
The short pitch. It's
Yeah.
basically it is Vikings at kind of the ending age of the Viking, where the raiding is no longer working, but they're still raiding, and they go to basically this chieftain has his younger son, go find out what happened to his older son Eric, who was at a settlement in the North American continent. They haven't heard from him, so a group of Vikings go over there to find out what happened, and that's how the story starts. They're there. They find the settlement abandoned. It looks like something happened, and they find out they're not alone. There's local inhabitants, indigenous people that basically point out that there's monsters there, and that most of the people are killed by monsters. But then what we find out later is that some of the monsters are the Vikings that were there. So that's kind of I just gave away whole thing, so now you don't have to buy it. So,
But I'm
it's
guessing it has to do with the fact that I saw the word Wendigo in there. So I'm guessing there's
Wendigo.
some
Yep.
Vikings that went cannibal and turned into Wendigos.
Yes, sir. That's basically what happened, and we kind of go back to what happened, sort of flashback in parts as to why it happened, and yeah. So the second issue really sets up, like the first issue kind of does a lot of introductions, and the second issue really is all action, almost the whole issue, and the third issue is going to come out next year, and it's pretty much the conclusion. So it's a three act series. We are talking about maybe a standalone book after, another story that involves some of the characters from the book, some of the Vikings.
Okay. So do you? Let me see. So you get the 3 issues for this main book, then you might do spinoffs. So will there be? Do you have any future plans of expanding the universe beyond that? That it's set
Well,
in?
it's sort of funny because this book is technically this is a prequel book. I wrote a book about 5 or 6 years ago that started the whole thing called Torn, and it was about a mercenary that basically during the King Philip's era, he does something really bad, and he becomes one of the creatures, and then he ends up sleeping and waking up in present day and helping a girl. And it was a one-shot book. It was just one Wendigo. So after the book was done, I was like, I'd like to do something with that again, but it can't be the same characters, but it'd be cool to do it during like a different time. So I was talking to John, and we're talking about Vikings, and I was like, well, how cool would it be for maybe it's been done or maybe it hasn't, but where Vikings are facing off against Wendigos, or the Vikings are the Wendigos, and that's sort of what germinated the idea.
Okay. Yeah, I remember. I've seen a movie or two about Vikings coming to the New World and then either fighting the natives or there's one movie I remember that did that where it was like the Vikings coming to the New World and they fought Native Americans and stuff. And those are always kind of cool. I've always liked that idea.
The idea that the different cultures are colliding, from worlds apart across an ocean. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of evidence that Vikings had settled in, they called it Vinland, but Greenland, north of the U.S. And then Eric,
they used to be here in Canada. Yeah.
Right, and then Eric, Viking Eric, whatever, I forget his name. That he was the first person to find the North American continent, technically, but
it's like the Acadians. That started living here. They were a lot of them were descendant of King Rollo, and if you know who King Rollo is,
oh yeah,
there's a lot of Vikings.
Well, that's what they did. I mean, they basically lived everywhere. They kind of they didn't all go back home. They didn't just raid. Some of them stayed and started families elsewhere. So.
Yeah, no, my family name comes from Rollo.
Oh, really? Huh. Cool.
Yeah, Normandy. And then we were here in Acadia.
All right, we got Pale Rider with us. Hello, sir. And we got, let's see.
Yeah, we did have a few. Go ahead.
That's just Pale Rider saying sorry you didn't get your frog steed, Chris. Thank you, Pale Rider. Thank you. Maybe next time. Maybe my mushroom man will come across it.
That's what I was gonna say. It has to do with the game yesterday.
Yeah, we all dressed up in costume.
Yeah, no, I dropped by. I saw you in costume, said hi, and I'm like, okay, no.
Yeah, my fancy mushroom hat.
That was funny. The funniest part was I came in and I almost said, am I seeing a red dress?
That was not a red dress, okay?
And I just decided not to say nothing, and I just walked out. I'm like, I'll be nice.
God, I don't need to hear that. It was not a red dress. It was a red cape with a red sash. That's it. I had my medals on, and of course I had my mushroom hat. So it took me. I was playing as we do a Pathfinder tabletop stream on Irene's channel, Reenie Draws, and Since it was Halloween, we all dressed up, and so I dressed up as my character on there, which is a small mushroom man. And so I had to dress up as him, and he wears like a red cape, and he has this like sash with little medals on it, and he has like this little mutton chop kind of style, facial hair and stuff. So I tried to dyed my hair green, put white body paint on, put the hat. Me and my mom made this little hat out of like
Nice.
a bowl, and some other stuff, kitchen stuff.
I get mushroom when I
felt-
see that hat. Yeah.
Yeah, and did some other stuff to make it happen. It was, I was running late getting in there because of it, but once they seen my costume, they didn't seem to mind so much. Everybody seemed to enjoy it.
And Creator Outlet, I don't know why, but he says, no, Sim, we call you a-hole. Well, if I gave you a good reason to, well, that's good.
Let's see. Yeah, we had Creator Outlet with us. I hope you're feeling better, sir.
Yeah.
I'm glad. You must be out of the hospital since he's popping into the chat. Glad to see it.
Yeah, because you didn't have any internet.
Yeah, he said, is there a red dress here? No, he doesn't know about that. He doesn't need to. Yes, Chris. No, he was. No, I wasn't, Fail Rider.
Looked like it.
No, it wasn't. Even had the cake still sitting here.
Okay, it looked like a red tugga. And a tugga is technically a men's dress. Looks like
It's got covered in green and white. Ugh. Oh, now I got some on my hands.
No, but that was funny to see you all makeup.
Oh, man. Now, I'm scrolling through these tiers, Mr. Murray, and I see SpongeBob as a Super Saiyan. What's going on here?
That's a great question. I don't know what the heck he was thinking, but you know what? My good friend Hector, they call him Hero. He's the mashup king, so he likes to mash things up at shows. So he basically combines different characters. So yeah, he went SpongeBob and whatchamacallit, Dragon Ball Z on that one. Yeah. So I just thought it would be cool, eye-catching thing to get some attention.
Okay, so you're offering
As one
some of his prints. Okay.
Some of his prints. I mean, he's going to choose which ones. I put a disclaimer that it might not be some of those, but he's got plenty of mashups. He's combined everything. I mean, you should have him on. He had like the Joker and Wolverine together, so it looks like a Joker with Wolverine claws. And, he does things like that. That's kind of mashes things up.
Just does the whole amalgam universe.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's always got ideas too. It's like every week he's like, "Hey man, I got a new idea." I'm like, "All right, dude, do it." Have fun.
Go for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. Oh, and you get a commission by him.
Yep. I think we sold 3 of those commissions. I think he's got 2 of them, and I've got 1.
Okay. So does he send you like the original art and everything?
Oh yeah, yeah. No. So basically, what'll happen is after the campaign's over, approach each person that wants the commission and say, "What do you want?" And then they'll say, "I want the mystery machine with a T-Rex from Jurassic Park and Super Mario and a kitchen sink all in one picture. Can you do that?" And then Hector goes, "Sure, I'll do that." And then he draws all that stuff, and then we mail out the image to whoever commissioned it. Yeah, something like that.
And you yourself has a commission here. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, we were at Baltimore Comic-Con last weekend, and we were kind of banking on that being the last show before the campaign ends. So we were really trying to get some new subscribers and people interested in the campaign, and I think that helped quite a bit, getting some new backers instead of hoping that all the the Kickstarter game is really not for the weak, and hoping that all the backers come back, because some of them can't for whatever reason, and which is okay, but then you need new backers. So it's sort of a never-ending wheel, really.
Yeah, I'm still learning Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Most of our guests are from Indiegogo, So,
Okay, I haven't done Indiegogo yet, so I mean that was one of the things. I think I wanted a solid footing in Kickstarter before I went to Indiegogo. But I guess some people want that extra bite after the apple, so going to Indiegogo makes sense, you know.
mhm.
But
But I
there's
really,
two different clientele.
Yeah, there's two different audiences
But I
within
just
each
there's
one.
a
If
lot
I've
of
learned anything.
Yeah, lots of people
Yeah.
that are Kickstarter don't do Indiegogo and vice versa.
yeah, it
And
seems to be that.
Indiegogo is more comics than anything else.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I think you really need your own fandom. You need your own core group of people to back you. I mean, for both, really. You can't rely on as you know hoping that new people will find you on either platform. You know, which would be nice. But it's hard, man. It's hard unless you've got a project that is blowing people away. I mean, I've heard right project at the right time. I keep hearing that, which sounds great, but you know, it's hard to know what things are gonna take off. And
Mhm.
like certain books on Kickstarter, and I don't fault them for this. Are kind of TNA books. They're soft form books, you know, and those of course get funded the first day. You know what I mean? And which is good for them. You know, I don't, you know, I get that you know there's a large population of men probably on Kickstarter that like that stuff. So you know, more power to them. You know.
Let's be honest, even woman likes, A
Oh
and
yeah,
T.
no, absolutely. No, that's a good point. Yeah.
No, but one thing is a lot of people have been hitting both. Like if you look at Bill Tucci has been doing Kickstarter and Indiegogo. Some people do the
Mhm.
Kickstarter, go in them transfer to in demand on Indiegogo to finish off.
Right. That's what I've been hearing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Me personally, I prefer Indiegogo for different reasons. I like the fact that you can set up your page easily. You have in demand. You have stretch goal. You have
Mhm.
all the extras that they added at Kickstarter originated from Indiegogo. But my main thing is they take the money right away when you pay.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Yeah, like you pay, you send your $25. They collect it. If you don't fund, they refund. But
Right.
otherwise, it's paid. It's not you don't have all your 100 backers getting charged at the last minute, and like Kickstarter happens often. Some people it doesn't go through.
Well, the thing I'm not really liking, honestly, is that when people back a campaign and then, like on day 29, for whatever reason, they decide to back out, and then they change their
Yeah,
pledge to nothing, and then I'm like, okay, great, now we're kind of
yeah.
scrambling
The
at the end there.
Kickstarter had that mentality for a long time in comics where it's like you have a campaign, I back you, you back me.
Right.
So there's people that would go in, back your digital tier, and then refund if you don't back them or stuff like that. It was like something that was happening a lot during the
Oh
2012,
yeah.
2015.
Mhm.
That's what killed the comic book side of Kickstarter a while back until
Yeah. It seems to be having a resurgence. I mean, I just started last year, so most of the people I've connected with are really
thanks
pretty
to Brian
solid.
Pulido on Kickstarter.
Mm.
He's the one that brought back the comic book thing with Lady Death.
Oh yeah, he does a huge thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
got a pretty amazing show going on with what he does. Yeah, it's impressive.
And you can make $100,000 each book. You can invest and set up your company pretty well. Let's just say.
Well, yeah. But again, Brian Pulido's been around for how many years? I mean, he's had a pretty solid track record. I think it helps if you already have a lot of fans. Like the Keanu Reeves book came out, Berserker. You followed that, right? I mean, that made close to $1
Yeah, but
million.
and that personally, I think it's ridiculous in a way because
Right.
it's not the only one that did that. They launched a Kickstarter, but you can go buy it on Amazon.
Of course, yeah.
And it's right there. Like at the same time, you can go pre-buy the book on Amazon, no shipping, no nothing, and sometimes maybe even a discount.
Mm-hmm.
And and then you back the book, and I'm like, did them and Space Bastard did something similar?
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like, why do you put it on Kickstarter when you already know you're gonna fund and you're already pre-selling it on Amazon? It makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it made huge. It made a few $1 million. Freaking Keanu Reeves. Everybody loves Keanu Reeves.
I love the artist Ron Garney who did draw the book. So I mean, I really he's a great guy, and it was nice to see that they chose him for the project.
All right, let me check the chat here. Wait, Pale Rider, I did not feel up the dwarf character. I saved her life. I was stabilizing her. How dare you, sir?
And that said, I do have the first copy of Berserk and Space Bastard.
Mm-hmm.
Pale Rider says Rini Draws won the Fragtober belt last night. Yeah, I heard about that. I'm glad she did. She does good work. Let's see.
Your book is.
What?
I was just gonna say your book is available internationally or just in the U.S.
We're shipping in the U.S. actually, but it depends on which country you're in. Like Canada's not a big deal, if you're in like Vietnam or something, I mean that might be a little bit harder for us to, because that international shipping is a killer.
Yeah, but
we don't-
Canada's pretty much the same price right now. It's like 22 something from U.S. to
Oh, is it?
Canada.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they treat it like
it's not cheap
they treat
either.
it the same. Yeah,
Mm.
and it's ridiculous. It's freaking stupid.
Yeah,
There's no ocean separating us. It's just a freaking highway.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a straight shot up there.
Like I joke around usually. It's like, if you remember before 9/11, I could just buy a house next to you and move.
Mm-hmm.
No
That's
problem.
What it's
Or send you something with an extra stamp. It was just an extra stamp.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like you're Europe to us now.
Jungle Zipper says, do they know the beer brand Fakes in the USA? It is supplied in a 1 liter can and comes from Denmark. Of course, that's a small beer by German standards. But they have great Viking design editions with Leif Erikson. Huh.
Neat. What's the brand called again?
He said Fakes, F-A-X-E. I've never heard of that one.
Check it out.
And so saying, like, Sim, to be fair, the Kickstarter is for the collected volumes in hardcover, while you can only buy the floppy at shops. A friend backed it. I'm sorry, you could back the trade paperback on Amazon.
Yeah.
It was available in 2 trades. It's just the hardcover was on the campaign. Yeah, I get it. It's just huge company on Kickstarter.
Oh, Mr. Fisk is with us. Hello, sir.
What's up?
Glad to see Infinitetails ended so well. Let's see. Yeah, I like. I do like the art for this. It looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
It's nice to see a lot of action too.
Oh yeah, the book 2 is mostly action, and we're not going to slow it down in book 3. We've already got pretty much the whole script figured out. I just have to, after the holidays, get back on it and finish the book. And you always got that other project that you want to get to. There's always something going on.
All right, so to get both its pages, so get both copies is $25.
For the print versions, yeah.
Okay. And to get just digital's $15 for both.
Yep. And those come with extra stuff like layouts and an extra script and some unused art and things like that, just to kind of give people extra stuff.
Let's see. And then I seen we have you got really big editions here. Oh, you got a drawn in tier. Let's see. You are in the next book. Let's see. Keys. What's the keys to Valhalla are yours?
Oh, that's the big one. Yeah. I thought it would be cool this time to like almost include somebody who's not directly involved with the book to be gaining access. So every time we do something with a book, like the script or a page or a layout, we would forward it or email it to somebody kind of unofficially on the team to see what we're doing, and most importantly, see how the story in the book ends before it, ever sees the day of print. Just thought it would be kind of a fun incentive if we had like a real super backer fan that wanted to do that.
Okay. Oh, somebody already got the cover art. Let's
Yep.
see. Let's see. Okay, the wraparound cover. That's let me see if I can scroll down and get that shown. That's right there, right? The with the
Yeah.
one-eyed man.
It's Odin. So Odin makes an appearance in the first issue. He's sort of the main one of the main characters is Eric. You're not sure because he's the chosen, kind of favored by Odin. Kind of the idea behind Valhalla is sort of this, only the bravest, the best of warriors go to Valhalla, and so they're really concerned about making sure they do, really valiant, badass things to go there. And so he keeps seeing Odin, and then you see Odin actually appears to him in the second book. So I figured because Odin's in the second book for a good couple pages to do a version of him, and that's what the raven's on his shoulder. And then in the background you see a Valkyrie coming down. So that's sort of foreshadowing for the third book. There's something happens in the third book that causes the Valkyrie to appear.
Okay. Yeah, let me see here. Soul says to Sim, okay, didn't know that. Yeah, it seems like they're having their cake and eating it too, but it's Keanu Reeves, so people care less.
Yep.
Keanu Reeves is awesome. Let's be honest. I mean, he seems like a really cool human being, actually, not a Hollywood guy. So I can see why, if he decides he wants to do a comic, and he said, "Hey, can we do a comic?" and people are going to just want to do it because it's Keanu Reeves. Why not?
Let's see.
I haven't read it myself, but it looks like a good book.
I have the first trade here, and I flipped through it. I didn't read it. Seems pretty much like the Eternal Warrior.
Oh, okay.
Well, it looks interesting.
Oh, Mr. Krager's with us. Hello, sir. Hammer is going to be a great and excellent book. Everyone, you're going to regret not backing it. If you didn't, you want to get in on that. Hammer's a lot of a good read. Let's see. Mr. Fisk says, hell yeah, loves him some Norse mythology. Great to see a celebration of his ancestral heritage. And then he says something I can't pronounce.
Another one.
Let's see.
Yep. We're only on Kickstarter for another day and a half, something like that. So
so if you want it, you gotta get in on it. You have almost hit 3,000.
Yeah, we do a little book signing. Hector, who does the cover, and John, who does the dialogue, and myself, I do all the page art. We get together and we just do an assembly line and sign all the initial prints, print run, and then we ship them out.
Okay.
So that's what we did first.
One thing I do like about Kickstarter, it's a minor thing, but I think it's neat, is if I leave the page up, and then I go back on Indiegogo, I got to refresh. But on Kickstarter, if I bring it up after not leaving that little number goes up. It shows it going up. I do think that's pretty cool. It's like, ooh, look, he made more money.
The little things.
It's pretty addictive.
Yeah.
You really have to.
It's them little
check it every
things.
day.
It's like me when I found out that we can have the countdown for closing a campaign on Indiegogo. I was like, oh, that is so cool.
Let me see. Mr. Krager, he's saying hail to everybody. Is Hammer still in demand? Oh, yeah, I guess it is. Yeah. So people go check that out. Hammer's a great looking. Is a great book. Let's see. Oh, Jacob is saying it again. Skull. I don't know. Skull.
Skull. Yeah, that's what they say. Vikings.
Thank you, Jacob. Thank you. Yeah, hit that like button, everybody. Always nice to help us out. Hex Allen's with us. How's it? I hope Nephilim Squadron's doing well, Hex. Lots of good books out there, which makes competition fierce because there's all these books.
No, there was so many. so many books that launched in October. It was crazy, and it's kind of hard to, you want to. I mean, I did the best I could to cross promote a few projects that I know fellow creators. Jam DeSantis did Shadiana, the Indian kind of read Sonia book, and Rob Moltari, he's done Snowpaw. He's
Oh yeah, we know Rob. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he is a good guy actually.
We've had I've met him a couple times at the cons, and we've had him on the show a few times. I go to the I go to the Steel City Con down in Pittsburgh. And,
is that a good one? I haven't been to that one.
I like it. I've only been to a couple of cons, so my experience with them is very limited. I was going to go to that Baltimore one, but I didn't get vacation. Like this vacation I'm on right now, I was supposed to take it back then and go to it, but
yeah, it was pretty streamlined getting in. They had like an infrared, camera to read your body temperature, and they wanted you to prove that you had COVID vaccination or negative test. But there was Saturday was obviously their busy day, and it was raining, and there was like a long line of people waiting to get in, and they were out in the rain. I felt bad about that because they were slowing the amount of people that were coming into the show.
Yeah,
I control it that way.
Yeah. Let's see. Jacobs wants to know, is this book going on Indiegogo?
Eventually it will, sir. I think what we're going to do is do the third issue on Kickstarter, and then after we've exhausted that, we might just do a trade on Indiegogo. That's what I'm contemplating. I don't know if we're going to put
a collected edition.
Right, all 3 issues together. Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of folks in the chat are like Indiegogo only.
Yeah. Some people don't want to collect individual issues. They just want it all, the entire story.
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
but
don't get Sim started on that.
No, it also has to do with the fact of having a floppy and paying $25 shipping for international people.
Sim don't like floppies.
Sure. I don't blame you.
So,
I don't blame you at all.
It's like getting 3 issues for the same shipping price. For people like me, it's like way more interesting.
No, I get it. Yeah.
Sim don't like floppies.
I prefer graphic novels and trades.
Yeah.
It's not that I hate them. I just don't think they're practical.
It's comic books, Sim. They're not really meant to be practical. It's entertainment. If we were being practical, we wouldn't even be reading. Let's see. Some people are like, omnibus only, mon ami.
Well, it's not just that. I'm talking about big companies. It used to be the success of the floppy would make if it was going to be reprinted as a trade. Not anymore.
Right.
Now, even if it doesn't sell, there's a trade. So what's the point? You wait 6 issues and then you can buy the freaking thing.
Right.
Now I'm talking mainstream, main-wise, but yeah. But it's also one of the reasons why, European comics are still going strong in a way, and mangas. You get more than just a floppy. You charge more though. It's not $3, but But I always say there's markets for everything, and it's totally way easier to build up a book by chapters of 20 page.
Right. That's
while you're crowdfunding. Yeah.
Right.
Some people like us. And it keeps the cost low because if you would have come in and go, oh, here's my first book and it's $7,000, could have been a bit more of a grind to fund,
Yeah, absolutely.
So don't say I hate floppies. I just have a preference. So it's not because I prefer redheads that I won't date a girl with the blonde,
I like this page here. I like this. I like the lady's expression here.
Yeah, the guy getting impaled as a ship's navigator, Harkon, and he was trying to get his wife to leave, and the other guy that's with her behind, his name is Torfy, and he's sort of the group coward, and he's just like, well, I'm out of here. And so she kind of stays with him as the creature approaches, and she obviously gets a similar fate. And then another guy's jumping up from behind. That's another character in the story.
Okay. Yes,
Who's,
the most important member of the ship's crew, the coward.
Someone's got to be scared if you're in a scary situation. Someone's got to like shit their pants, right? I mean,
The Vikings just going around the tribe, the group. They're like, okay, you're gonna be the navigator. All right, who's gonna be the coward? We need a coward for this ship. You over there.
Yeah.
So Jacob is saying, after my next book, I'm moving to 20-page books for like, I think it's 4-ish euros or something. I think that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes, going for a smoke. Try not to say anything interesting I'm going to miss while I'm gone. So we covered your question.
What should I expect? Ferrets and feet of cheese? What? What? Okay.
How long are you guys usually on for? You do an hour, or you go longer than an hour?
It can range, but generally about maybe like an hour.
We do between an hour or two, but after an hour you can just tell us, okay, I'm done here, guys. Bye.
Yeah. After about an hour, if you like need to go or anything like that, certainly.
I didn't want to just jump. I got another 30 minutes. Do you mind if I just do a quick thing and I'll be right back?
No.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah,
All right,
sure.
I'll be right back. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no worries.
No worry, we're not that formal.
Obviously. We're the most professional stream around. Shoot.
Well, in a way, we are, because we keep interacting with our chat at all time. We are live and we interact with them. And I think it's an important thing.
I'm gonna go ahead and mute him because he was making. There was some weird noise there.
Probably. Maybe his dog was playing with the thing.
Yeah,
I'm still here.
Yeah, I guess if I see movement or anything, I'll unmute.
Will saying, when you had enough of sugar, you just up and go.
Yeah. Everybody just leaves. Like, go after this. Go.
Okay, we're done. Bye.
Sim is fully interactive. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I do like the gore and the action in these pages, and I thought the style was unique.
Oh, so check what came in today. The sequel to the Go Nagai Grandizer finally came in, and it's not even available in here in the US or Canada yet. So ordered it from France.
Let's see. Where's the button? There it is. Oh shoot, Sim.
What?
Wait, is that? Oh.
Why do you want to shoot me? Huh? Why do you want to shoot me? You said shoot Sim. Why? What did I do?
So since that's the French version, right?
Yeah, there's no English so far, and I don't know if it's gonna be, because I think the same thing as the property rights. I think it's keeping it from going out. It came out in this month, and so far they've been post-dating it here since December. I don't know if it's gonna come out in English. If it does, I'll let you know, because I'll buy it too. But right now, I grabbed the French one. Yeah. Creator Outlet's like, damn it, I need that in English. I know. As soon as I find out, I'll let you guys know. But right now, that book is the biggest selling French comic book in ages.
Oh wait,
What I miss?
Oh, so there we go. I had to unmute you for a second. I muted you while you was gone. I didn't know if you were going to say anything important, that you didn't want heard or.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No worries.
We were just interacting with the chat a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't miss out on much. We were just BSing.
And I showed Soul and Will that I got my Grandizer comic, and then they're like, "We need this in English," I hope they will. I hope they'll make it in English. And usually it takes a bit more than a year.
Go. What? What is that, Sam? Is that some of your fancy French talk?
It's trying to say Goldarak, but he's trying to write it with like how you would say it with the accent. Goldurak. But it's actually Goldarak.
What's that?
It's Gold
What's the
Drake.
name of the book?
Yeah, Grandizer. Grandizer in Spanish was Gold Drake.
Yeah, I don't.
And
I
then
don't keep-
French is Goldarak. Yeah, but you guys didn't get it, and it's one of the stupid things. It's like three of the biggest cowboy comics made are non-existent. Like you guys don't even know about it. It's not available in the U.S. And it's Lucky Luke, Grandizer, the guy's a cowboy, and you have freaking Blueberry.
Well, I know about those. Well, I know two of them.
Yeah, because of me.
Well, it doesn't matter how I learned it. I just know it. How do I hear it?
Dude, you know, it's like how come you guys don't have a comic book called Lucky Luke? His name is Lucky Luke, and the guy shoots faster than the shadow.
Damn it!
How come you guys don't have that?
Mon français est très mauvais.
Yeah, I mean, my French is really bad. I really need to learn more language.
Or you could just be like me and barely know one. And be like, I don't need to learn nothing else. But I this gentleman here, he looks like he's maybe half Wendigo or something.
Yes,
Like
yeah,
he's
you
being
picked up on it.
changed?
So that's Eric. So in the first book, we don't know what happened to Eric, and in this book, it's very clear something has happened to Eric. And the guy in the lower right panel with the sword is Bran, his half brother. So Bran is sent to find Eric.
Okay.
And that's sort of the basic beginning of the book.
And he's like, oh dear, what did I just find?
That one looks a bit like werewolfish.
Yeah. I didn't want to look too much like a werewolf, but you know, it's a big furry looking teeth.
Hang on, they
claws,
don't have no noses. Look at that.
No noses.
Those poor,
No noses.
poor guys. They're sniffers.
Oh, so
That's
no sensitive nose bridge. So you know, just saying.
Let's see. KJ needs to learn about the red dress. You know how this works, Creators Outlet. Is this gotten a backing from anybody? Doesn't look like it. So you ain't getting the red dress talk. Get out of here.
Real time. That's really nice. Yeah, that's a good tactic.
I blackmail them.
Yep.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta do what you.
They
do.
like to make joke and bring up the red dress thing, so we kind of like monetized it.
Yeah.
You want us to tell this? You want us to tell the story to our guests? Well, you know, back his book.
Now this last time I didn't, I guess.
And
But that was because the guy already knew it.
And trust us, we don't have the type of people that back and then refund. When they back, they back.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that's
I like
like
this.
that's what I tell we have a relatively small channel here, but the chat is great people and they love books, and they love to back them. So they're dedicated people.
Oh, good. Well, hopefully
what's up,
a few of them
David?
come over. That'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
We're staying in this for the long haul. We've been making books for a while. So
as I've seen, it's only available in the US, but not the digital, right? So they can get the digital when they're not in the US.
We can send digital. That's very easy to do. Yeah, that's the beauty of digital books. Yeah, it's just a download link, Dropbox. So.
So don't worry, you can at least get the digital.
And then if they like it, obviously we'll figure something out to mail out some books internationally. We can do that. But.
One of the things that some people are doing, it's offer a double pack for international, only for international. You charge they pay the same shipping for 2 floppies, type of thing.
Oh,
so they'll
yeah,
buy.
That's a good idea.
Some of them will buy 2. Yeah.
Okay.
So they buy one for themselves and a friend, like Soul Lion and Delco Ziffer.
That makes sense. Yeah, you got to be creative these days. You got to figure out how to make things work.
Yeah, but that's one of the things that we need to interact and we need to share ideas, because that's how we've been building here on the Indiegogo side. We've all tried experimenting with stuff. We keep each other like on track. Okay, that didn't work.
Networking is a valuable tool.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I was doing it a while back, and then I kind of got out of networking, and I'm back now doing it with the Comic Stripe people. I've been hanging out with them. So.
Yeah, that Rob Moltari, he's definitely big on that networking. He's always like doing like work with other. He's always putting like crossover kind of things with other campaigns or books in his
There's a few good people over there. Yeah, there's Clay Adams. I met him. He's pretty cool, and MJ Massey and trying to think.
Chris Fisk called your bluff, sugar.
What?
Oh, Chris.
Yeah, he
Pledge,
said spill the sugar rush and the
so.
sexy red dress, Chris.
He did
No,
it.
no, he didn't. No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. Okay.
Yes, he
no.
Yeah,
I don't believe it. I'm gonna
just refresh your feed there. Is his name Chris? I think he just backed us. So
yep, his name is Chris Fisk.
God damn.
There you go.
Damn you, Fisk. I was like, well, a lot of these guys are Indiegogo people, so I don't have to worry about it. They might back after the stream or something. I'll get away with
it. And nope.
Well, thank you, Chris. Thank you for backing us. We're just...
Yeah, thanks a lot, Fisk. All right, the red dress.
Don't forget the sugar rush.
Shut up, Phil. There. She's up in the corner.
Am I going to need popcorn for this story? Let me get something to eat. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Get a snack. We just grab my popcorn and go.
You might need a paper bag. I don't know.
Oh, is it that kind of story? Oh boy! Oh. Now you really got me going.
And Creator Outlet says
trick or treat candy.
Spill it.
This is a hard story for him to tell. Apparently, he's prolonging it.
Basically, what happened years ago? I used to work at overnights at Walmart, stocking shelves and stuff, and I worked with a lot of ladies and stuff, and so they wanted me because back then I was a lot skinnier. My hair was longer and stuff, so they wanted me to dress up as a woman for Halloween, and so I ended up doing it basically. And
okay, while you were at the store,
yeah,
while working.
Yeah, this was back when Walmart didn't close and stuff. So like I had like stockings on. I had the female shoes or high heels or whatever, a red dress. They did my hair up. They put stuff on my face. I had a bra on, all that stuff.
Oh man.
And they really wanted to see it. So that ended up happening. So I had to work all night through the night like that. And let's see, I remember we brought the skids out onto the floor, and I was breaking them down, and at one point in time I was in my dress and everything. That's why I said I had to work in them the whole night.
Do you have heels on or no heels?
I think it might not have been heels. It might have just been
pumps or something.
Just like female. They were female shoes, but I don't think they were heels because I couldn't have wore heels all night.
I was gonna say, man,
I had to be able to work. So I was breaking them down and everything, and at one point in time while I was breaking it down, and I had bent down to put something up, and around that time, a guy comes around the corner and with his cart, and apparently, because one of the ladies obviously was working with me, said that he was apparently checking out my ass and staring at it, and then I got up.
You didn't know.
and
You didn't notice. You didn't notice that attention.
Well, I was bent down.
That's what
With
it's
my
saying.
back
When you
to
got
him,
up,
you know? I
when you
wasn't paying
noticed, you
attention.
got up, looked at him.
Yeah, I got up and I turned to do something and looked, and that's when I noticed him and looked over, and I had my beard and everything. And apparently, and the guy, like, as soon as he see, our eyes kind of connected, and he was just like that. That's kind of big, and he hurried up and took his cart and down the aisle, up one of the aisles. I was
Wow.
like,
Then
I was like, what was that about?
This was just
And then
this is just
came
one
out-
night at Walmart. This wasn't even Halloween, right?
it was Halloween.
Yeah, it was supposed to be for
was?
Halloween. Yeah,
Oh, it was Halloween. Okay, I got you.
yeah.
Well, anything
it
goes
was-
Halloween night if you're in Walmart, man. Come on.
But then he made himself 3 Mexican friends that followed him
Well,
down all the way.
Oh, what? There's more.
If I
That's
learned-
the point, yeah.
if I learned anything during my time at Walmart, it's that anything goes. Period. At night at Walmart, it doesn't have
matter
to
if
be
it's-
Halloween.
It doesn't have to be Halloween. Halloween's every day there,
Oh, yeah.
basically. I got
Yeah,
you.
I have so many wild stories from Walmart between the
That's what I was
customers
saying.
and the employees.
Pierre
But,
was like, "What about the 2 guys that were following you around?"
Yeah. So then after that, like we break down the truck. I go in the aisle, and I'm working the water, and these 2 Mexican fellows from the chicken plant, they come up, and they start to come up the aisle, and they see me, and they get these like big grins. They're like big teethy grins, and they're just looking at me. And I was like,
That's not good.
okay, whatever. Yeah. They just slowly go by. And then like it's like after they pass me, they look to each other and they're laughing and everything. I was like, okay, fair enough, And they go off, and I keep working. Well, then they come back, and they do the same thing again. Then they come back again. It goes on for like 3 or 4 times, and I'm like, okay, that's weird. Like I get it, like that's a little, but why the repeat coming back? So I get done and I go to the next aisle, and I started over there, and they come back up that aisle a couple, 2 or 3 times. I'm like, what the fuck?
They like what they saw.
Apparently, I told some of the women there, I was like, good Lord, I might need an escort out of the store when I leave. I might go missing. Dang on.
I told you before, like Latinas are like Italian. They have bearded ladies.
But yeah,
So maybe to them it was a rare thing. Going, oh, it's like when you see a ginger with your green eyes. That's a rare one.
I had what else? Like some of the women got like kind of a little handsy there, a little jokey and stuff. And I was like, hey. Yeah. But I'm trying to think what else happened that night. Let's see. I can't remember. I know they took my picture and everything for the art contest. Oh yeah. I used to have one of the pictures, but that was a long time ago.
So you got a few fans, you got a few contacts, a few numbers that night.
You got to know what the piece of meat was.
Oh yeah, I was treated like one. I'll tell you.
Well, I'll tell you this, Chris. I'm a therapist during the day, so if you need to talk like outside of this chat, I have a calm, soothing voice. I'll listen to your questions. For anybody listening, I do.
I might need it
if you need.
I tell you, Mitch. Ever since I told that story, I like a dummy one day on this channel, I've never heard the end of it. So yeah, I might need your assistance.
Like
Need some closure. Need some closure.
Like, it doesn't have an issue with what happened. It's the effect of telling that story.
So has anyone asked you where the red dress is now? Is it still in your closet? Or
I don't know whatever happened to it.
Okay.
Because I think I bought the dress. I think I did buy the dress for
Oh, you
the
bought it?
occasion,
Okay. Gotcha.
and it was either I bought it or Susan bought it. I'm not sure.
Mhm.
And they gave me the other stuff, like, and then just to give it to me, and then they took it back later or something. I don't know, but I don't know what happened to it. Because obviously I never told my dad. about this.
He hasn't seen the picture. He hasn't seen the picture yet. Okay.
Well,
You and the,
he-
you and the three
he-
Mexican
my
fellas.
father would have beat my ass if he'd have found out about it.
Oh,
So I remember I remember at the end of the night I went back into the bathroom. I switched out into my normal clothes, and like I had like a red ring around my chest where the bra had, like, I don't know, made it really sore and stuff. Like I was sore around my chest. I don't know. I guess it just didn't fit properly. Surprising. I know.
it was your first time, I'm assuming, wearing a.
Yeah. I'm just so uneducated. Such
It's
a
your last time, I'm assuming.
yeah. I just let them fly free.
Yeah, braless.
I actually worked with a guy who was a transvestite. I think he wore bras, and
Mhm.
everybody. It was sort of this unspoken thing, and everybody wanted to know, why is this guy wearing a bra every day? And I went to his house one time, and I found all kinds of things other than bras that I won't even mention here in his house. It was just like disturbing. I was like, okay, now I understand. The bra is the least of the guy's
All right.
problems.
Fair enough. Moving on. But yeah, so I
Well, at
switched
least you
all
got a
that
good
out.
story. You got a good story to tell.
Yeah, I remember putting the red dress in a bag. I might have took it home and just shoved it in a closet somewhere, out of, like, hidden away.
All right.
It's
So you
in
didn't
the
do
Shane
something
box.
ceremonial, like you did. You
It's
didn't
in
like
the
burn
Shane
it.
box with the.
Yeah, so it might actually still be at the old house somewhere. I don't know.
Mm.
Either that or I threw it away. I'm not sure. Because I might have just done that. I might have been like, I'm not taking the risk of Dad finding out. I'm just gonna
The
just
curse of the
get
red
rid of it.
dress, man. It might come back and haunt you someday, though. I'm saying.
Oh,
It already has. It
Every
already
Every time you
has.
have to tell the story, it's still.
Yeah.
Not just that, is that he has to pay the price because he has a big mouth. You know what he said on stream too?
What?
They were saying, like, oh, you need to get to 1,000 subs. He's like, I'll never get to 1,000 subs. You know what? If I get to 1,000 sub, I'll join the red dress run in Louisiana. This is an actual
You
red
gotta
dress
do it,
run.
I
So now,
know.
as soon as he reaches 1,000 sub, because nobody's gonna let
How
him
many-
forget about that one.
How many are you at now?
320.
900 and I say 999
Nah.
because that would be
Nah.
one away
we
from
got
that.
if we got there, I might have to suddenly lose access to my channel. YouTube! Darn you, YouTube, for deleting my channel! How could you do such a thing?
Pale Rider
thank
already
you-
has the
thank you for
barbie Jeep
sharing.
waiting for him.
Oh, it's I have a lot of wild stories from Walmart. A lot of stupid shit happened.
Yeah, you need to make a book just about that, man.
Oh man. And
People at Walmart. It's a real thing.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It definitely is. Customers and the employees. There was a lot of crazy shit. Dudes.
Are you not there now? Did you leave there?
Yeah, I work at another grocery store now.
Another store.
We closed at night,
You're
so a lot of the shenanigans aren't there now.
I've seen what happened in your Walmarts, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like our
Yeah.
Walmarts are nothing like that.
Yeah, no shit's
Oh.
given. Yeah,
It depends.
Walmart.
Walmarts are crazy. Depending on which Walmart and what town you go to, some Walmarts are really downright awful, and other ones are very nice. It just depends on which one you go to.
Yeah, my brother, he still works at Walmart. He's he's like right underneath store manager. He's a higher up, and he's been to stores where he's worked at stores where it's like every month they've got somebody ODing in the bathroom. or
Oh,
something, you know, or they
yeah.
have to call police, or like every week or two there's somebody, you know, there's fights breaking out, and you gotta, or they've had people trying to steal stuff, and it's like some of his like
Oh,
female
yeah.
employees run over and like, you know, got him checked up against the fence or something, checking them
Jeez.
into the fence and holding them in the ground.
Wow.
And he's like, whoa, 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 you can't be doing that. Stop. And but I had just crazy shit go on. Like we had like a guy who would come in at night and go into the bathroom, strip completely naked, and just shower. He'd bathe himself at the sink. And,
People live in the
yeah.
parking lots. Actually, yeah,
Well,
it's a
with
real
him,
thing.
yeah, with him, he had a bit of a stroke of bad luck, you know, in his life, and so he didn't
Okay.
have like a home. So he
Right.
was living out of like his truck and stuff. So he'd come in, you know, bathe. Yeah, that's how he would clean himself.
Right.
So
You always see
yeah.
RVs and campers in the parking lots. You know.
Mhm. Oh yeah,
People-
yeah, we had those all
Yeah.
the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was just living out of his truck. So, but yeah, I remember one day I was going through and they were like, "Hey man, there's a guy in there shower in there naked." I was like, "What? No, there isn't." I was like, "No, there
Yeah, that's
isn't. I
old.
gotta." Yeah, he's just bullshitting me. I gotta pee. I go in. There he is, right in front, just completely buck naked, all completely lathered up. Okay, fair enough. I'll just go somewhere else. Pee.
You thought it was the YMCA or something. You came into the wrong place. Well,
I've
hey
had
guys,
drunk.
thanks for having me. I appreciate coming on, letting you guys letting me come on and stuff. I do have to get going in a little bit, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, I mean, if people can go to Kickstarter, that'd be great. Road to Valhalla. If they want to check us out online, it's www.gwp comics, GWP, and then comics.com. And that's
Yeah.
pretty much where you can find us. And if they want to join our subscriber list, there's a link on there to do that.
Okay. Yeah. Go give him a check. He's only $25 away from 3K.
Oh, we just made it? I haven't looked at it. Like
Yeah, you're $25 away from it.
Oh,
Yep.
$25. Come on, guys, help us out.
Yeah. Come on, get him over that mark.
We need one
Well, I
more.
appreciate it.
What's you?
Appreciate it. Well, thanks, Chris and Sam, right?
It's always a pleasure. Yep.
You can call him Sam. That's his American name. Canadian Sam.
Oh. All right. Well, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Mhm.
Have a good one. Thanks for
Yeah.
coming.
Take care.
Yeah. If you ever want to come back on, just let us know.
I will. I'll definitely be back. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Yeah. So everybody do go check out his book. I said only 25 away from 3K. I do like the style. I think it's pretty interesting. And I like that I've always liked the whole like Vikings going to New World, and I always like taking like historical settings and blending it with the supernatural. You know, that's
Well, that's
always
the thing I
fun.
was going to say, the supernatural, the mythology of it. Because when it's always just trying, put it like history, realistic, and real. And I'm like, that's not what we like.
I see Mr. Feed joined us there earlier. There go Mr. Feed over there causing trouble on the Twitters, I seen.
Really? What is he doing again?
I don't know. I was just scrolling through my Twitter, and apparently, I don't know. I just seen something like Liam Gray was saying something about him. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, something. I guess Mr. Feed said. I don't know. I scrolled past. I wasn't keeping up. I just seen it was something that looked kind of like drama. Just thought I'd give Feed hell over it.
So you're telling him to stop fighting with people?
Well, I can't stop him. Let's see.
He's a grown man.
That's right. He can do what he wants. He wants to fight, go fight. Say, I'm totally just here to collect embarrassing stories of Chris's past. I believe it. Fail Rider. And then to give me shit about my tabletop of my lack of skill. I'm not sure how we're going to deal with the bats. We've got a swarm of bats fighting us in the tabletop. That's where we ended the stream sim. And I don't know how we're going to fight them. I'm not sure what to do. I guess what I'm going to have to do is I'm just going to have to hopefully maybe I suggested that maybe we because Mr. Sporling has a little thing that flashbangs and pops. You know, when he shoots and deafens people. So I'm hoping maybe that he can do that and it'll maybe mess with the bat sonar.
Yeah, but you're a mushroom person. Don't you have spores? And aren't you like hallucinatic or something? So, you know, chew spores in his face and make him OD or something.
Well, I have a thing where, like, if they bite me, it can poison them, but they're not biting me. They're just, like, kind of cutting me and stuff, apparently. And then I have
so you break a piece of your hat and you make them swallow it.
I have, yeah. I just hold one down. You eat this.
Eat me.
Yeah, I have a spore burst, but it's an AOE of like 20 feet, and we're all cramped together. If I ever let it go, it'll hit everyone. Me and Mr. Sporling will be fine, but everybody else will have a problem. And I'd rather not poison the whole team. So I haven't had an opportunity to use it. And I've only got one spell left in my spell slot, and that's Mud Ball. And I don't want to use it. That's not going to work on a swarm. I'm basically just throwing dirt in somebody's eye. Is Australia even a real place? What's that? Emmett stage drop tiny bits like this too, or to drop more. Yeah, when he's talking about his new book. He says his next book is a Biggie top CG UK artist on his awesome story. Awesome. But he's not telling who. Ooh, he's teasing people. Let's see. Yeah. You got your story, Johnny. Be happy. Let's see. Oh, Cruz Out says Rob Motari's going to be on his show tonight. Oh, good. Yeah, Rob's a good guy. Well, you'll like him. I like his book too.
Which one is that one again?
That's the werewolf book.
Okay.
We just had him on. Whoa, Cruz Outlet. It's so aggressive.
What did he do?
Spill it, bitch.
Yeah, you missed it before.
Yeah, I'm catching up with the chat, okay? I was focused on telling this dang story to make you all happy and leave me alone.
No, don't cry. You're good.
I'm just like a. Oh no, I won't say that. Never mind. That's a really good storytelling.
Oh, and by the way,
I'm not some cheap hooker. Okay.
I also got all 3 omnibus of this.
Hey, I've seen that book and it looked pretty good.
Yeah, it's like a parody of superheroes and stuff like that.
Yeah. I remember reading a few of like the little, I guess, short stories of it or something.
Yeah, but that's how it starts. It's all short stories, and then and so far right now there's 3 omnibus available for like $40 Canadian or something. So it's probably like, what, 30 for you guys.
Yeah, I read a few of the short stories. I was like, hey, this is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I never did.
It's Adam Warren, and I've always been a huge fan of his ever since I've read his Dirty Pair. What else was it? Bubblegum Crisis. I have a whole bunch there. But this is a funny one. Like, the idea is quite simple. She has a cosmic powered costume. It's very fucking powerful. Gives her like a whole bunch of powers. The problem is that as soon as the suit gets damaged, she loses some powers. So the more damage the suit gets, the less power she has. But that's not the worst part. The worst part is it tears at nothing. Almost at nothing. So she's always ended up getting gagged and tied and it's fun.
It's like a what's this? Ah, there we go. Jacob says he's gonna be dropping stuff about his new book properly around December-ish. Good. Mr. Fisk says he backed books 1 and 2 for yeah.
Jacob is saying, Sugar Chris, when you getting you both on the bargain bin? When we get invited? We never got invited.
Yeah, I get the only thing I think I get invited to, I think, is like what Red's show. What else do I get invited to? Red's.
Vinny, do you go there sometimes?
Yeah, I think Vinny has said about having me on. Yeah, I think Vinny. Irene, yeah, her show. She said I'm welcome on there. There's a few people, I guess.
And when we do the Doodle and Chill morning edition before.
Yeah. I get to leave my channel and venture out into the new worlds of YouTube occasionally. I get to get on other people's channels once in a while.
Well, right, there's Sim does not look like Captain Caveman today. Look all cleaned up. Yeah, my hair's tied up. See?
Yeah, I need to do that. I need to start tying my hair up. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave my facial hair like this.
Yeah, Johnny Cage, Doodle and Chill is back. I haven't done this weekend because I was starting to have like internet issue, like just going on Twitter, everything was lagging. I tried to go on StreamYard and everything was lagging, so I skipped. But yeah, it's back. Sunday, 7 p.m.
Should I just shave all this off, Sim? Should I leave it alone?
Honestly, I think it kind of looks cool out here, like you're having it right now.
Yeah,
or maybe
I do kind of like it.
You know, maybe cut this here, like that. Cut the line that you have there, like behind your thing. Like have a space between the chop here and like separate it.
Oh, okay. I don't.
Maybe that could be cool. Like design wise, like you just
like shave this part off.
No, you keep this right, but you just make a separation between your mustache and the sideburn. Just a little.
Oh, okay. So like right here, shave a little bit right here,
just to give it a little split. You know, I don't know. Just like other than that, I think that looks cool. Like you're having it.
Okay. Yeah, I do kind of like it. And then I need to
get you're looking like Lemmy. Yeah.
Yeah. God, Lemmy was so cool looking.
Like me, it's one of the things I used to do too, like shave this and just have this and the mountain chop. And some people are telling me I should do it. My girls really liked it, so I might do it soon. When I just liked it. But
let's see here. I even came on for Fairy Tales 4, but I'll be down. Come on again at some point. Yeah, you're always welcome on, Jacobus. You guys, all you bargain bin folks are always welcome on. You guys are always fun. Let's see. Parking lot pimping ain't easy. That's another thing. I had at Walmart. I used to have like girls come up to me in the parking lot and ask for drugs. And ask me they'd ask me like how much I'm selling for and stuff. I'm just like, what? I don't even do drugs. I'm like, I don't do drugs. What are you talking about? I guess it was because I wore all black and like I had like a black like jacket with a dragon on the back and stuff. You know, yeah, but it would be while I was working. Like I'd be literally pushing carts up to take in because we'd have to go every night, out. and everybody would have to go out, like all the grocery crew, and have to bring in all the carts from the bins and everything. And so a lot of times, like me and another guy would go out and we just make a huge line of carts and just shake them up. And I was out there by myself and a few others. So I was walking by myself, and this happened multiple times. And some chick just comes up and is like, "How much you selling for?" And I'm like in the middle of putting carts together. And I'm just like, I what? She's like, "Yeah, like how much you got for?" She named off some like, I think it was like some opioids and then like some like hard drugs. And I'm just like, I'm not selling anything. I'm currently working right now anyway, and I don't do it. Like what? She's like, oh, okay. Sorry about that. It's like, why would you just come up and ask somebody that?
Makes no sense.
Yeah, it happened a couple of times. And then I had a drunk chick come take my jacket one day, 2 girls. And then she put it on and then walked off. And then I was like, hey, what are you doing? She's like, yeah, this is a nice jacket. I'm like, yeah, I know, it's mine. What are you doing? I need that. She's like, oh, come on, man. It's a nice jacket, though. She took it off. And like,
Did you say it's yours?
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, but this is mine. I need it. Thank you. And then the next her and her friend was trying to get me and my friend to go with them partying. And I'm like, we are working right now. I got bills to pay. I can't be going with some rando chick to some party. Maybe afterwards. But no, it never happened, though, which is probably good.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me check here. It's like a piece of meat. Yeah, it happens all the time. Let me tell you. What? This guy's zippers are stretched out. What the hell, Power Rider?
You made them hard. That's what he's trying to say.
Sugar's about to never visit Mexico. Well, I have no interest in going. Let's see. You don't have the picture anymore? Oh, we could have used it as 1K perk for the Russian sniper bears. We're not doing matchlock horses and Russian sniper bears, sold. Oh. That just isn't called the sugar crush. No, I'm not. I'm not. I am perfectly straight, sir. I like it to ladies.
Oh no, you say perfectly. Oh.
There's nothing wrong with being comfortable with your sexuality.
Oh no, I have no problem with it. I'm just saying, you know what they say, there's nobody's perfect, right? I'm just saying.
That just tells me, Sam, that if the right man came along for the right price.
No, it's one of the jokes that's been going on for a while. It's like hetero doesn't mean what it used to anymore. So I'm a proud lesbian.
Being sore after the first time wearing a red dress.
Dude, it's like I remember the first time I had those SJW-ish feminists come after me, stuff like that, right? Calling me a cis male and toxic this, and then I'm like, I'm sorry, you got me wrong. I'm a single dad. That makes me a power dyke. Dude, you should have seen their fucking face. And that's when I called them cunts, and they didn't like that. And then I just said, but now you're just being a dick. They didn't like that neither. I don't know why.
Let's see. Mr. Fisk says the book's 1 and 2 perks only $25. That's right. Yeah, back it. If you back the 1 and 2 perks catch up tier to Road to Valhalla, you'd get him over 3K. So do go check it out.
Johnny Cage is like, I may try going the other way. If I ever meet a dude who looks better than me, so far it didn't happen.
Yeah, we would come on, Jacobus. Since I've never been on the Bargain Bin. I like to watch it when I can. Since I'm on vacation, I might actually get to watch the Bargain Bin. That'll be great to see. The big package.
Yeah, the problem is there's so many streams, so many people that, you know.
Yeah.
If I watch every people's stream, that's all I'd be fucking doing, watching streams.
Yeah, like back in the day when I was still watching like a lot of like Ethan, Malin, and all the big guys and stuff. When I used to watch them a lot and stuff, I was watching them. I was watching like who else? I was watching all kinds of people, and it just got to the point where like while I was at work, I was watching stuff, replays or live streams, and then I'd get home and I'd be watching stuff. So and it got to the point where that was all I was doing, except for like sleeping and using the bathroom and playing a little bit of video games or something. Like it was just watching, trying to keep up with all the streams. And I was like, I can't keep doing this. I was like, I have no life really outside of these streams. Like I'll just catch up. I'll catch up if I'm working or I'm here, and playing a game or something, and it's live. I'll try to catch it. I'll try to catch it, hop in, say a few things, and watch it. But if I can't, then I'm not going to stress over it because I got my own show. I've got family. I've got friends. I got all these other priorities as well. I got to worry about. So if you don't see me in your chat sometimes, it's not because like I have something against your show. It's just there's just so many.
Yeah.
One of the things while I was wearing this, I kept thinking of was like Zorro and stuff. Like, I don't know why, but it kept making me think of it with this hat on and everything. It made me think of like Zorro or like a luchador or something. Like I don't know why, but I kept thinking of that. I kept thinking I should have like a little sword. But I do like how it turned out, and everybody seemed to be happy with it, so I was really happy. Let's see. Spore burst, if that's what you want to call it. Yeah, well, just find a way to deafen the bats. They'll be blinded. Exactly. That's what. Yeah, his flashbang little effect. He shoots his little seed burst, and it'll deafen people if it succeeds. So if we can get that, they'll be blinded at least, and then maybe we won't get all fucked up.
Mm-hmm. And even so. Oh, sorry. I thought you were done. I was just gonna cover Soul's comment.
Yeah, because like right now we're in bad shape. Like I have one spell, I've taken damage, I'm bleeding. I think Irene's character took damage.
You're a mushroom. How can you be bleeding?
What?
I said, how can you be bleeding? You're a fucking mushroom.
There's life fluids in me. This might not be considered blood. But there's life fluids.
So you're leaking water. Got it.
I'm leaking my life's essence film. my green I don't know, fuck. But yeah, I'm in trouble. I need to do some research. I got to figure out how to staunch my bleeding and get away from these dang bats. And hope Mr. Spoiling can like deafen them. And I think Irene said she's got flare. I think she's going to see if that does anything. Let's see. And James said, have you guys seriously not been invited on yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we've never been invited on. I don't think so. I don't remember.
No, they did say that they wanted us to come one day, but then we never got the invite.
Let's see. CG UK are good people. That's right. Yeah, I agree, Mr. Fisk. They are good people. Doodle and Chill is back?
Yeah, I covered that earlier. Thanks for catching
Oh,
up, Chris.
sorry, Sim. You do it like every stream. But I do it one time. And,
It's not one time. You do it every fucking stream.
Jay says 15th November. You both free. Let me see. 15th of November. That's on a Monday. It depends on the time. 15th November. It's a Monday. I should be off work. Should be is the key word there. So I should be able to do it. It just, like I said, just depends on the time. But I should be able to make it work. What about you, Sim?
Yeah.
Sim.
I said, yeah.
Okay. I didn't hear you for a second. I wasn't sure if your
Listening.
audio was good. Don't give me your shit, Sim.
What, you give me shit and I can't give you shit back? What the fuck is this?
Oh. Here, watch me.
Did I trigger you or something?
You'll catch these hands. Like living way less muscular child. It's all about the game. Let's see. It's awesome. Woodrow says he wished he could grow mutton chops. Best he got was a goatee. Yeah, I like this, but I feel like he said, less muscular. I feel like I got to be bulkier to really make this work. I feel like I'm too small to properly respect the hair, the facial hair.
So new stream starting on Chris' channel.
Yeah, I'm gonna workout stream. Get swole with sugar.
Bulk them guns with Chris.
Let's see. Mr. Fisk says his Korean heritage makes him grow a Fu Manchu whenever he tries to grow a beard.
Damn, you are way fucking behind.
Yes. Danny.
Now you say that.
Straight edge, baby. Straight as a word to board. Johnny. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up. A wall of smart TVs. They display a separate stream so I can be in all places at once. He's just like a Walmart. He's like a Walmart electronics section TVs. Yeah.
You bought a Walmart.
Can't even follow up with his favorites anymore. Yeah, could see more spare time. Yep. Exactly. Okay, he left his wad on the walls. That was the frog. That was the frog that did that. Gosh dang it, I wish I could have tamed that frog. That would have been great.
That didn't work. Why? Because
I failed my roll to tame him. I didn't get a high enough roll. We tied him up. I used my wild empathy. He seemed to be chill, so I took the rope off, talked with him some, tried to get him to join us, and my roll wasn't high enough, and he was just like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm out," basically, and left. I was like, "Oh man." Used up a bunch of food rations, and I gave away my fancy, I don't know what it was, thieves' tools to one of the other members for it. I don't know. My guy doesn't know their value anyway. He lives in a junkyard, so it doesn't matter. And it was worth the chance to get me a cool frog. They're so cool. They look like a mix between a frog and a walrus, Sim, and they excrete like some sort of oil, and then they slide like penguins. That was great. I was like, oh man, that would have been so great to have. Me and Mr. Sporley could have hopped on his back and then just rode around on him, sliding across. Yeah. Like, yeah, let's go. But that was not to be. Maybe somehow I'll meet that frog again.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Soul says if you want to watch Sugar's Fungal RPG Adventures Sub Diaries channel, that's right. Go check it out. It was a lot of fun. We went pretty long on this last one, and we all dressed up. The Pale Rare says make friends with the bats, and your spore posse could be riding them. Ooh. Yeah, but the bats are tiny. We're small. Wouldn't they be too small for us to ride? And how would we make friends with the bats? They're trying to kill us.
I don't know. It's a fantasy game.
I don't
Figure it
know
out.
how would you tame a swarm? They're mindless.
No, no. You need to up your rolling game. Because when you roll a 20, nothing can stop you. Even the game guy that's you're like, he's gonna look at you and go. Remember, Richard still hates me to this day.
So I need some loaded dice.
Not only did I kill a silver dragon, not only did I kill a silver dragon, I ruined all his freaking plots and traps, and I killed his girlfriend. In game.
All right, we need to sit down with Richard. We need to sit down with him and plan out a session.
Yeah, he says he had a story for us.
Yeah, we need to sit down and plan it all out. Get a day set up when it works for everybody, so we can do it. Are we streaming that or just private? Just running it.
We'll decide. Depends who's joining. Like if we want to do it live, everybody would have to be on board to do it.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean Dave will want to.
Oh yeah. Of course. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't mind not streaming it. Of course, it's not a big deal to me. I just was wondering.
It's like we should definitely stream sometimes when we play that Deep Rock Galactic. Oh, yeah. Valheim. But Valheim is freaking can be dull for a long time.
Yeah, I tried to play Valheim this morning. I went to the plains, got killed, had to go back, get my corpse and stuff, and I was like, do I really want to play right now? I'm not really motivated feeling right now. So I just got my body back and everything and logged out. Because I went and there was a goblin outpost and everything in it. So I ran in there, put a workbench down, and I'm claiming this. This is mine now. Get out. Killed the goblins around me. But then there was some do you remember the blobs? Little green blobs in the swamp that would hop around and shit.
Yeah, that's the thing that killed me in the first time. Remember, in the fucking water?
In the plains, there's a black version, and they hop around like the blobs, and they shoot tar, out of rapid fire it out of them at you. And if you get hit by them, you slow to a walk for so many seconds, and they poison you, and they do a nice little chunk of damage. So you can't really get away from them because they just hop really far. So even if you try to run away, they'll just hop and catch up to you. And they'll just keep shooting you with that shit. So I ended up dying because there was 2 or 3 of them, and I couldn't get to them to kill them because they kept hopping away. And I had no arrows. So I ended up dying. Then I had to give my stuff back. And then finally, after I got it, I just went back to the outpost and logged out. I was like, I'm going to take a little break here. I got to figure out what I'm doing. I need to find a mountain in my world. Yeah, mountains where the wolves and stuff are.
Are you going to go get wolves?
Oh, no, I got plenty of wolf stuff. I need silver out of the mountain. And I haven't done it yet. I can't find I found one mountain, a small one, and that's where I've got all my wolf kills at, but there's no silver in it. I was like, really? Come on. I guess it's too small. So I got to find a new one. Oh. But that's where like the wolves and the drakes and the golems are. I don't know. I'll get around to it. Like playing by yourself in Valheim's not fun. It gets boring playing by yourself.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, it's a very lengthy game.
Yeah, like playing with other people, it's fun, and you can get through the stuff pretty quickly. You know, stuff you need to do.
And there's Bentham, and there's
Yeah. Like right now, I'm trying to get this
And
silver.
you have Sol and Marinus are like an old couple in there.
Yeah, like right now with me having trying to get silver or something like if I had like 4 people, that would be super easy. We could all go up there, get the silver, it'd be good. But then like talk while you're doing it, we could kill all the stuff, wouldn't be any issues. Hell, we could take a ship, load it up with stuff, but you have plenty of silver to do what you need to do. But so it would go a lot quicker. Plus, killing the bosses goes a lot quicker when you have more people.
Mm-hmm.
Like that stupid fat man. I went to go fight him by myself, and it was like, God, this is so tedious. Like he's such a tank. Plus, he heals. And you gotta kill his mobs. Like I was like, fuck this. I'm not gonna sit here and spend like an hour killing this guy. And then Soul came with me, and we killed him in like no time. I was like, oh,
that game's not made to be played by a lot of
people. Yeah. You almost have to have more than other people to play with you. Let's see. Jacobus is leaving us. He says, right, I gotta go, guys. Need to make dinner and shizzle. Have a good one and peace out. Yeah, later, Jacobus. Let's see. Soul says to me, the good thing about long distance relationships is that you can bicker with Sim on here like there is no tomorrow, and afterwards no one needs to sleep on the couch. Chris, you always go back after the adventure with more food. How? But wouldn't the DM have to be okay with that, Pale Rider? Like like he said after the adventure, like so in between like the adventure we're on right now, and say like when I get into another session with Nick, the DM, he would have to agree with it though, wouldn't he? He'd have to be like, yeah, okay, I'll let you go back there in between missions and try to tame it again or something.
Yeah, but you can ask. But there's a way of tracking it.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
And that's one of the things you should probably do. You could put a spore on somebody and keep tracking of them. Check if that's something that shouldn't be done. Like, you have spores, dude. You're a fucking mushroom.
Yeah.
You put a spore in somebody's backpack. It grows a mini you on the side, and you can pretty much follow him and listen on them all the time.
Yeah. Power says play the old version of D&D where you need a few character sheets for backup because you're gonna die. Yeah, the older versions. Like I said, I never played, but I always read the stuff. Like that's one of the things I kind of liked how, kind of grim it was in a way. Like the monsters felt like monsters and stuff. It felt like you leave the towns and you leave in safety, and there was death around every corner. Modern day feels a little bit more brighter, I guess you'd say, in tone. Like, yeah, we're just going on an adventure, not like, hey, we're going out here and hopefully we'll survive. While the dwarf burping simulator can be fun on your own, Valheim is best played with others unless you have set goals you're working towards, but for aimlessly playing around, it's dull.
But even Deep Rock, like Deep Rock though, is more enjoyable because you can go play by yourself because you have Bosco or something. Like it's not as fun. Like it's
Bosco. Bosco is a boss.
Yeah, Bosco's fucking great.
Yes, he makes everything easy. He makes a lot of things easy.
Go fetch.
Yeah, go mine that Bosco. Go kill that Bosco. Go do that. I'm just gonna hang out over here. Like, between him, my tamed bug, And my turrets, I think I was there was like a dreadnought, and I had to kill, and so I popped the egg, and then I just sat there. I was like, I'm just gonna sit here, see what happens. I sat in the middle, and like they killed it. They completely killed it. I was just like, I'll just move out of the way, of attacks, see what happens. It killed the whole thing without me trying. I was like, good job, boys. Widger says people are too attached to their characters these days in D&D. So says he located the Force boss's location yesterday. It's on an island where it's hard to be left alone since all the biomes border on each other and everything wants to kill you. Oh, nice. Yeah, I can't even find a damn mountain where I'm at. Everything requires using a damn boat. I hate boats. Right now, I'm just trying to set up a base in the plains and not die.
You telling me Vikings didn't have horses or shit like that? It's like, what the fuck?
Well, no, I won't say. I don't want to drop any spoilers. Let's see. Tomb of
Spoilers
Annihilation.
of what?
Of Valheim. Okay.
Do we get horses?
No. What's this? Did you call him D-Rock? Let's see. At Sugar. Yeah, it's downtime stuff. Just ask if he's cool with it. Okay. What game are you talking about? Well, there's Valheim is one of them that we're talking about. There's Deep Rock Galactic. And then, of course, there's Pathfinder. I'm going to take the Sugar Rush off. I'm going to take that off, too. We're in relax mode. I'm taking all that off. Yeah, right now, I'm actually... Oh, maybe Soul don't know about it either. Sim, do you mind spoilers?
Nope.
Okay. Well, there is a way to ride things in the game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I've been avoiding like looking up things because I want to experience it, fresh. But when I did look up like some stuff because I was stumped on how to do a couple things. So I was looking it up real quick. And no, I was looking at the updates. That's what it was, the roadmaps and everything. I wasn't.
And you're gonna tell me what? There's a way we can ride a Drake?
No, there's things in the world that look like bison, kind of like or buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
They're called like loxes, and you can ride them. Apparently, apparently you can ride them. Is from what I could tell, in one of the updates they were saying like it was kind of like a little like hidden thing they put in that people don't know about.
See, Soul agrees with me. Horses would be a great update.
Yeah, it would. Walk. It'd be nice to quickly get from place to place. Make it to where you could add like saddles or something. Where you can give them storage space. Yeah.
A bit like they did with Red Dead Revolver would be kind of cool. No, Red Dead Redemption. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Where you can have your horse and you can put in a bit of a cruise control. I'm going there on the map, boop, and it just just pay attention in case you get attacked or something. And Pale Rider says, "Never forget, never forgive. Bargo must die." Who the hell is Bargo again?
I don't know. It's Pale Rider. He's probably talking about some old D&D stuff. Let's see. Answer people back. Oh, I need to answer people back. I got somebody here on Kickstarter I need to respond to. Oh, Corey messaged me on Facebook. The Sister Mercy gentleman. Thanks for sharing to me. Oh. He's saying if we have an opening and want to do another podcast for the Indiegogo, he's game. he wants to come on again.
But
Yeah, we'll have to
I'll
bring
be
him
there
back
this
on.
time.
Yeah, no,
That's the
you
one I
too,
missed.
Yeah, that's the one you missed. Yeah.
The one you put on Sunday and I missed. Because my
Oh
Sunday,
yeah,
Sunday
it's Soul missed it too, didn't he? Yeah.
because my Sunday mornings, it's like the only day that, like one of the only days during the week where I'm like, I don't wake up for nothing.
Well, you need days off. Yeah. I'll see if he's available Friday. And what else? I got messages from. Yeah, right now I'm trying to make another character for tabletop for Pathfinder.
Why, in case yours die?
No. I have faith in my character. Faith in him. I have faith he's going to survive. He's barely survived, but I have faith. That whole last fight, oh my god!
Are you aware of an old joke that's like, do you know the best way to make God laugh? Is to tell him your plans.
Yeah. I've heard Cleese makes that joke. Yeah.
Who's Cleese?
Monty Python.
Oh, John.
Yeah, I've heard him make that joke.
John Cleese.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
Yeah, he is. And what was I say? Oh yeah. Man, that last fight we had with the frog and the lizard man. That whole fight, I was sitting at 3 hit points. I was sitting at 3 whole hit points. I was like, oh god, here we go, come on. Don't die. They kept trying to hit me and I kept missing. They kept missing or bouncing off my armor or something. They were dodging it. I was like, oh. I was like, there was a few times I thought he was gonna I was gonna go down, but I didn't. And it's wild that I it's kind of weird that like I was able to stay and keep going. You know, I have an AC of like 18, and then there's like the dwarf who I would assume has a higher AC, and she's went down. You know, but then again, I think she got targeted by the frog. You know, I didn't. That frog hit like a truck. Nice part. This could double as a snack bowl. since it's made out of one.
Yeah, it's a natural bowl now.
I could put snacks in there, but I might work more on it. I might add some more white dots on this part. Maybe put some felt over this so it doesn't look so plasticky. Yeah. I might do more with it. Put a little feather on the side. Maybe I'll do more for the costume. Let's see.
Good idea. You don't throw it out.
Pale Rider says he's the wizard that kills the cleric in the red box set. That's Bargle. Okay. Sure, Chris. Yep, the nurse is on your solo album. The nurse is on the solo album.
Sister of Mercy. You did it by yourself. You wasn't there neither.
Oh.
It's your solo album because the rest of the band wasn't there.
Yeah, I get it now. Took me a second. Yeah. So, yeah. So I asked him if Friday would work for him. Okay. Take everything figured out. I need to figure out. I think so.
We're already getting close to the 2 hour.
Are we? I guess we should wrap it up, Ed. We're just hanging out anyhow. Let's see. But I did see we gained a few more subs. We're up to 320 now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, we gained like 5 more or something. I guess maybe people did like my costume. Or something.
Oh, man. When we reach 500, somebody's going to get one of those. With a nice little sketch of me, by me on it. It's the anniversary issue.
Alrighty. So thanks everybody for joining us. Yeah. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do an evening roast tomorrow or not. I might. But we'll definitely be here Friday morning.
You don't have nobody booked already for tomorrow?
I don't know. I have to look. But we'll see y'all in the next one.